You start your car and get hit with a rotten egg smell, not from old food but from your car's exhaust. Most people panic and assume the catalytic converter is toast, ready to spend big bucks, but here's the truth. That smell is a warning, not a diagnosis. Replacing the converter without knowing the real cause is like putting out a fire by flooding your house. The converter is often a victim, not the culprit. If you don't fix the root problem, a new converter will fail just as fast. So, before you spend a dime, you need to know for sure if the converter is actually bad. In this guide, I'll show you how to diagnose the problem yourself using a simple, professional back pressure test. It's quick, easy, and can save you a fortune. Let's get to the bottom of that smell, the right way. Let's get started. The catalytic converter is your car's pollution filter, turning toxic gases into less harmful ones. It uses precious metals to trigger chemical reactions that clean up exhaust. When it works, sulfur and gasoline is converted to odorless gas. But if the converter is overwhelmed or failing, hydrogen sulfide escapes, causing that rotten egg smell. Here's the catch: a bad smell doesn't always mean a bad converter. Engine problems like running rich or misfires can overload the converter and create the same odor. Faulty sensors or fuel system issues can trick you into blaming the converter. If you just swap the converter without fixing the real issue, you'll be back at square one. The key is to find out what's really wrong before replacing anything. Let's be smarter than the problem. Don't guess. Test. The back pressure test is the gold standard for diagnosing a clogged catalytic converter. Your exhaust system is like a pipe. A healthy converter lets gases flow freely. A clogged converter blocks the flow, creating pressure in the exhaust. The back pressure test measures this pressure right before the converter. Low pressure? Your converter's fine. The smell is likely from a fuel or ignition issue. High pressure? You've found a physical blockage. The converter is the culprit. This test separates real converter problems from other engine issues. No more guessing or wasting money on unnecessary parts. One simple test gives you a clear answer. Let's see how it's done. You don't need fancy tools for a back pressure test. Grab a back pressure gauge kit, affordable and available at any auto parts store. You'll also need a tool to remove the upstream oxygen sensor, either a special socket or a wrench. A socket wrench with an extension helps with tight sensors. Safety first. Wear safety glasses and mechanics gloves. Exhaust parts get hot, so protect your hands and eyes. Depending on your car, you might need a jack and jack stands to reach the sensor. Never work under a car supported only by a jack. Always use stands. The upstream O2 sensor is your access point for the test. With these basics, you're ready to go. Let's get started. First, locate the upstream oxygen sensor before the catalytic converter. Start the car briefly to warm the sensor, then shut it off and let it cool. Unplug the sensor's connector and use your tool to remove it. Screw the back pressure gauge adapter into the sensor port. Attach the gauge and make sure the hose is clear of hot or moving parts. Double-check the car is in park or neutral with the parking brake on. Start the engine and let it idle. Note the pressure reading at idle. This is your baseline. Next, raise the engine speed to about 2500 RPM and hold it. Watch how the pressure changes. These two readings, idle and under load, tell you everything you need to know. Once done, turn off the engine and remove the gauge. Reinstall the oxygen sensor. Here's how to read your results. At idle, a healthy converter shows less than 1.5 psi, ideally close to zero. At 2500 RPM, pressure should stay below 3 psi. If both readings are low, your converter isn't clogged. Still smelling rotten eggs? Focus on fuel or ignition issues. If pressure is above 2 psi at idle or climbs past 3 psi at higher RPM, you've got a blockage. High back pressure means your converter is restricting exhaust flow. This chokes your engine, kills power, and can cause overheating. A high reading means it's time to replace the converter. But don't stop there. Find out why it failed. Let's talk about fixing the real cause. If your converter is clogged, don't just replace it, find out why. Engine misfires, bad spark plugs, faulty injectors, or a rich fuel mixture are common culprits. Coolant leaks can also poison the converter. Before buying a new converter, check for engine trouble codes with a scan tool. Inspect spark plugs, ignition coils, and fuel pressure. Fix any engine issues first. Otherwise, your new converter will fail too. Replacing a cheap sensor or plug is better than gambling on a pricey converter. The back pressure test gives you a clear answer, but solving the root problem saves you money long term. Always test before you replace, and always fix the cause. That's how you protect your wallet and your car. Fix it right the first time.